What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris, this is 4K Motoring, and today we're going to do an oil change. So it's about 45 degrees this morning here in the first week of December in 2022. We've got right at 45,000 miles just rolled over on the truck. So we're going to go ahead and flip it around. We've had it running for about 6-7 minutes now on the remote start. Oil should be warm enough to be flowy. It is a 0W20. It's not that heavyweight of an oil. I don't anticipate a problem. We'll get it flipped around. We'll get this oil change out. It takes 7 quarts of 0W20 is what it's rated for. I know some people in the warmer climates can do a little bit heavier weight oil. There is a temperature chart for this truck, but it recommends a 0W20, a little over 6.5 quarts. So basically 7 quarts is what you need. And I use the K&N filters, and it's an HP-1010 is the filter number. Let's go ahead and get to this. It's pretty simple. This is the Pro-4x model, which means it does have this big skid plate here in front. What we've got to do is get that off first because everything is behind it. There are 4 Torx bits on the front of it and 4 normal hex heads in the back. What you're going to need to get this off is a T50 and a 12mm socket. And that should allow you to take this skid plate off, and our oil filter and drain plug are right behind it. Well, underneath the truck here, once we got the skid plate removed, you actually don't need to take the skid plate off to start this process. Obviously, to take the filter off, you do. Right up under here, if you can see where I'm pointing, that is the oil drain bolt. 14mm right up there. And our filter is then up under here, just above the front cross member, basically, is where the filter rests. And that is something that is difficult to get out without taking the skid plate off. It is impossible to get out without taking the skid plate off. There's a little drain pan that Nissan decided to put right in front. It is hardly adequate for this oil filter. So just keep that in mind, it might get a little messy. As we are draining into the pan, it's always a good idea to come up topside and crack the filler neck. We want to give it a minute once we have everything popped open and the oil draining. Underneath the truck, we can kind of watch as it's just barely dripping, just a steady stream under there if you can see it. We're going to let that go for a couple minutes just to let it all drain out, and then we're going to go ahead and tackle the filter. I always get the K&N oil filter just because it is easy to remove. This is the HP-1010 K&N, and again, it has a wrench off welded nut on it. It's a 1-inch nut on the top, and that makes it very easy to put on and remove. So what I have is 7 quarts of Mobil 1 Advanced Fuel Economy 0W20. Again, I don't think it makes any difference with fuel economy, really. This is what it's recommended for this vehicle. And as we get into winter, that 0W really seems to be a little bit more appropriate. We don't want to have any of the cylinder 7 issues, which I think is more oil starvation than it is oil change issues. But still, we want to make sure we have a oil that is flowing well enough to get lubrication to all those cylinders. So we're going to go ahead and pre-fill our oil filter. We're going to get that installed. We're going to get our drain plug back in with a new crush washer on it. And after that, it should be a pretty simple fill and start it back up, see how it runs. Okay, with everything buttoned up, we have drain plug and oil filter, skid plate, everything put back. We have all the oil, 6.5 quarts, put in our fill plug up there. And make sure before we connect everything that we check our oil level here with the dipstick. We're going to go ahead and turn it on, make sure it fires up, make sure there's no leaks. Let the oil kind of saturate the oil filter, and then we'll recheck the oil level to make sure we're where we need to be. We have just a little over 6.5 quarts in there, which is what Nissan recommends. Hopefully that's all we need to do. We'll reset the oil service indicator on the dash, and the job's done. Let's go ahead and fire it up. And let's go over to our oil level gauge right there. If you guys can see it on the dash, telling us our oil level and oil temperature, which is showing just over the midpoint, right where we want to be. We can go into our settings and maintenance. We'll do oil and filter, and we'll reset, which there's nothing because we replaced the battery. So let's go ahead. And this is ultimately dependent on what you do with the truck. I rarely tow with this, so I put a 5,000 mile interval. If you're using good oil and filter and doing kind of highway miles, not a lot of stop and go, you can probably increase from that. If you're doing a lot of towing or anything similar, a lot of hard takeoffs, a lot of stop and go, you might want to decrease that a bit. There is a lot of concern over the cylinder set on these second generation Nissan Titan engines, especially the 2017 through 2019 models. They seem to have fixed it since then. This is what your motor should sound like. And we're done. With that, it was a pretty easy job. These Nissans, the first generation Titan was even easier than the second generation, but this second generation is still pretty easy. Most of these trucks, you don't even need to lift the front end. You can pretty well get underneath them and do everything you need to do right from the ground level, which is pretty awesome. Again, 6.5 quarts 0W20 is what's recommended. If you're using the K&N filter, it's a HP-1010 is the number. You're gonna need a 14 millimeter for the actual drain plug. You're going to need a T50 for the skid plate and a 1-inch oil filter wrench. That's it. That's the whole job. Make sure you check your oil levels before and after. Make sure you drive a little bit, check your oil levels again just to make sure it's fine. The in-cab oil life reset is really easy to do. And we are set up for another 5,000 miles. Thank you guys for watching 4K Motoring. Again, I'm Chris. Really appreciate it if you guys hit that like button and subscribe. It does help us out here. Let us know what you guys want to see next. If there's any other maintenance items you need to see on the Nissan Titan, we do have the 50,000 mile service coming up, or we're going to do transmission, differentials, brake fluid, you know, some of the other stuff again. So we'll put that on camera. Until then, thanks for watching. See you next time.